Hi viewers, the story about a quiet village. A young man named Rehan poured his heart into a cafe, but success was now here in sight. Just when hope seemed lost, an unexpected advisor stepped in. Balu a wise old wolf. What happened next in a story of a second chance, bold decision, and the true meaning of friendship. So I hope you like this story. So please subscribe and
Rehan had a dream.
like
He
my
wanted to
video.
open a cafe, a cozy place where people could relax and enjoy delicious food. Rehan poured his heart into his dream. He built the cafe himself in his small village. He used his grandmother's recipes to create a menu filled with love. The cafe was painted in warm colors and decorated with flowers from his mother's garden. It was perfect. Rehan opened his cafe with great excitement. He named it Balu Café, after his childhood friend Balu. He waited for customers to fill the tables, eager to share his passion for food and hospitality. He pictured families laughing, friends sharing stories, and travelers finding comfort in his little haven. Rehan believed in his dream. He was sure his cafe would bring joy to everyone who walked through its doors. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months, but the cafe remained mostly empty. Only a few villagers stopped by occasionally. Rehan couldn't understand why. He had put so much effort into creating a welcoming space and a menu filled with delicious treats. He had followed his grandmother's recipes carefully, using the freshest ingredients. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee and baked bread filled the air, but it wasn't enough to attract customers. Rehan started to doubt himself. Was his dream flawed? Had he made a mistake? He felt a knot of worry in his stomach. He wondered if he should give up on his dream and close down the cafe. The thought of it filled him with sadness. He couldn't imagine his life without the cafe, but he also didn't know how to make it work. A year passed. Rehan's cafe remained a quiet refuge, far from the bustling hub he had envisioned. The initial excitement had faded, replaced by a dull ache of disappointment. The once bright paint seemed to fade with each passing day, mirroring Rehan's own dwindling hope. He continued to open the cafe every morning, his smile strained, his heart heavy. Each unsold cup of coffee, each empty chair, felt like a silent testament to his failure. The villagers, though sympathetic, were too few to sustain the cafe. Rehan found himself spending more time staring out the window, watching the world go by, than actually serving customers. The joy he once found in baking had diminished, replaced by a sense of futility. One evening, as the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the village, Rehan sat slumped over a table. The day's unsold pastries lay heavy on a nearby tray, a stark reminder of his struggles. He ran a weary hand through his hair, a sigh escaping his lips. He had poured his heart and soul into the cafe, but it seemed like it wasn't meant to be. Just as he was about to close up for the day, a familiar figure emerged from the twilight. It was Balu, his childhood friend. Rehan hadn't seen him in years, but he recognized him instantly. Balu, always the adventurer, had been away, exploring the world. Rehan's heart lifted slightly at the sight of his old friend. Maybe Balu's visit was just what he needed to lift his spirits. Balu, a towering figure with kind eyes and a warm smile, embraced Rehan. "My friend," he boomed, his voice filled with concern. "You look troubled. What burdens your heart?" Rehan, touched by Balu's genuine concern, poured out his woes. He spoke of his dream, his efforts, and the crushing weight of his cafe's failure. Balu listened patiently, his gaze filled with understanding. When Rehan finished, Balu placed a comforting hand on his shoulder. "Rehan," he said, his voice calm and steady, "your cafe is beautiful, your food delicious, but you have built your dream in a hidden corner of the world." He paused, letting his words sink in. "The villagers are few and their needs are already met. To truly share your gift, you must find a place where people are searching for what you offer." Rehan looked at Balu, his brow furrowed in thought. "What do you mean, Balu?" he asked, a flicker of hope igniting within him. Balu smiled, his eyes twinkling. "There is a place," he said, "a bustling highway that winds its way through the valley. Every day, countless travelers pass through, weary from their journeys, seeking rest and sustenance. They are your true customers, Rehan. Bring your dream to them." Rehan considered Balu's words. He had been so focused on his village, his own little world, that he hadn't considered the bigger picture. Balu was right. To succeed, he needed to be where the people were. But Balu, Rehan hesitated, it's a long way to the highway, and I don't even know if I can move the cafe. He glanced around at his beloved cafe, uncertainty clouding his features.